Behavioral finance is a new focus on the psychological obstacles that most participants face in their everyday lives that they're probably not aware of that hold them back from saving for retirement and doing what's in their own best interest. So focusing on some of these obstacles sheds light on some things that plan sponsors can do to mitigate some of those obstacles and even turn some of them into allies to help people save for retirement. Some of the biggest obstacles facing 401k plan participants are not saving enough for retirement and not using the right types of investments within their plan. Most participants hover around the employer match, and they look to that as a recommended savings amount. So if the plan matches up to 5%, that's what most participants will save. Even if they do know that they need to save more, most participants won't because of one of the primary focuses of behavioral finance, and that's inertia. Even though it just takes a couple clicks of the mouse to increase your contribution amount, that takes work, that takes effort, and anything that we cannot do, we often will not do. We'll procrastinate. I know I should save. I'll do that tomorrow, and tomorrow becomes next week, and then next month, and then next year. When it comes to the investments, not knowing any differently, most people will default into putting an equal amount into all the investment choices because that sounds like a very logical thing to do. If I have 5 investment choices, I'll put 20% into each one, and it makes me feel good. I've got a nice cross-section of investments there, even though that's typically not how we figure out asset allocation strategies within a retirement plan. Some of the best tools that are available to help plan sponsors get their participants to the retirement outcome that they want are auto-enroll and auto-increase. And both of these are using the behavioral finance concepts then as an ally instead of an obstacle. So the old way of thinking was if you wanted to opt into a plan, you had to take some sort of action, whether it's fill out a form or visit HR. You had to do something to go save. And then if you wanted to increase your savings amount, again, it's a trip to HR, it's logging into the website, to the internet, and taking some type of action. But we can change the default on both of those and use inertia as a great ally. So now the new way of thinking is if you don't take action, you're automatically enrolled into the plan because we all know we should be saving for retirement. Nobody's going to argue with that. But oftentimes we are not auto-enrolled in at a high enough savings amount to get to the retirement outcome that we want, which is why auto-increase is a great benefit as well. It's a great feature that we really encourage plan sponsors to adopt. And that's every year on a predetermined day, everybody's contribution amount will be increased by 1 or 2%, whatever the plan sponsor decides, up to a predetermined ceiling. Now, of course, participants have the ability to opt out, but because of inertia now, which we're using on our side, most will not. So you see a great change in the retirement outcome of participants when the auto-enroll and the auto-increase features are added to a plan. In our experience, when plan sponsors adopt some of the plan design features that are rooted in these behavioral finance concepts like auto-enroll and auto-increase, we see a tremendous immediate benefit and change to the plan metrics. Participation rate can go from 40 or 50% to the high 80s or 90% overnight. It's that simple to get a large portion of your workforce, of your participants, saving for retirement and on the right track. Auto-increase, we see, while not as immediate of effect as auto-enrollment is, because it takes time, we see that needle moving forward every year when the step up happens, whether it's 1% or 2% a year. And this has tremendous benefits for your participants that otherwise would have been doing the status quo because of inertia. They would have been back at maybe only 40% of your participants saving for retirement at a rate that wasn't enough to get them the retirement that they wanted. So it's a great way to really move the needle quickly towards getting your participants on track for retirement.